Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the Endo channel. To any new souls out there, my name is Brittany Denson. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am so excited that you logged on. We are back in my Endo kitchen. Today we will be juicing using key ingredients to help fight against inflammation in the body. Now, inflammation is extremely common with endometriosis and can be extremely painful too. You might have heard some women use the term endo belly. We also will be sharing a white bean soup recipe. Guys, this recipe is fall friendly, packed with flavor, and overall extremely healthy for you. And not to mention, it's easy and it's quick to make. All right, guys, let's get started. Let's go.
All right, let's dive right into our first recipe. Getting all of our vegetables and fruit washed and ready to go. Erin has cantaloupe and carrots. Carrots are actually really great for your eyes and boost your skin. I loved that aspect of it. And cantaloupe, one of the main benefits I have learned that it's loaded with immune system boosting nutrients and various antioxidants. Lemon is great for vitamin C, boosting the immune system, and I have learned that it helps destroy bacteria in the stomach. Celery is an amazing relief for all inflammation within the body, and it is helpful with digestive health. Here is another ingredient that's used to fight inflammation, ginger. Time to juice. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients laid out, ready to go. And if you'll notice, I laid out Maca Powder. This is helpful in balancing hormones, energy levels, and it's a health booster. We'll get to that after we finish juicing. Taking a quick break to pour out the juice we have made thus far, continuing with our cantaloupe. Not necessarily going in any particular order. I have come to learn what to juice maybe last. If you'll notice, there's a screen right there and it catches anything that you don't want in your juice. And so I always save those for last because it can kind of build up and then you have to get a spoon and yeah, just kind of help the juice go through the little screen holes. Not a big deal, but all right, time for maca. Okay, so your maca powder is going to go in afterwards, and for this amount of juice, we put about 2 tablespoons in and mix well before serving. Cheers! Okay, diving right into recipe 2 of the day here on my Endo kitchen. We are making white bean soup. Here are our beautiful ingredients laid out and ready to go. Keep in mind in the description box below, there will be the full list of ingredients and the recipe. Warming up a pan with some olive oil over medium-high heat and dropping our red onions, letting them caramelize. Next, we're dropping our celery, which remember, celery fights inflammation and helps with digestive health. Letting that sizzle a bit, then we're going to be dropping our garlic, turmeric, and lemon zest. Again, letting this sizzle for a couple of minutes, and then we will be dropping our fresh tomato and our diced canned tomato. Now our spices: salt, pepper, paprika, cumin. Our carrots, sweet potatoes, stirring that up real good. Oh yeah, starting to thicken up. We definitely need some liquid in there. We're going to pour 2 cups of vegetable broth, our lemon juice, white beans and the kidney beans, 2 cups of water, stirring that up real nice, adding another cup of water and stirring it up really good. We are going to let this sit and sizzle and come to a boil, but we will need to add some more vegetable broth. We'll do 2 cups, stir it up real good again, and yes, now we will let it come to that boil. We will need to be stirring it every 10 minutes for about 30 to 40 minutes until everything is tender and the flavors have come to life. Don't forget gluten-free mini rolls. The perfect sidekick for this amazing white bean soup. Enjoy.
So the reasoning behind both recipes shared today were due to personal inflammation going on inside of my body. And I wanted to share with you guys something that happened to me this weekend that was extremely scary. I have to say, it was scary, but knowledge is power, and I am trying to walk in mindfulness and go from there. If you know me, you know that it takes a lot to get me to go to the doctor these days, especially when I feel as though it's related to my endometriosis. I have been to the doctors countless of times over the years, and a lot of the times leaving frustrated with no answers and or being encouraged to get on a pain pill, antidepressant, birth control, or Lupron, just different synthetic drugs that have done harm for my body instead of helping it live at its most natural state and function at the most highest potential it can, and that is my goal for myself. However, with that aside, what happened to me this weekend was extremely scary. Endometriosis is a progressive disease, yes? Okay, I've been battling endometriosis for 18 years and counting, and there comes a time whenever you feel as though, hey, you know what, I kind of feel I know my pattern with endometriosis, you feel good, you feel knowledgeable, and then something else happens, something new happens, and you kind of just feel as though you're having to learn the disease all over again. It can be frustrating and a little disheartening at times. So I feel as though that I am trying to learn more about endometriosis outside of the pelvic region. Since my last surgery, I had it removed from my rib cage. This is what happened this weekend. We're going to dinner, celebrating my husband's birthday. I was all of a sudden very aware of the left side of my body. Let me add this, I normally have shooting pains down my left leg. I have pains in my pelvic region on the left side, my back on the left side. I mean, pretty much my whole entire left side. The rib cage, my chest. But what was different this time was my neck. I was extremely aware of my neck. It felt warm, inflamed, it felt swollen. So whenever I felt it, it was very noticeably different. It was swollen. So I was mindful of it, I made my husband aware of it, and then we went on about dinner. So anytime this symptom would arise, I would make note of it, trying to see if a pattern would develop. I mean, that's the best you can do, right? You have to be mindful of it and go from there. So this is what I was doing. I did notice that a pattern was developing, and my pain would increase on my left side. My heart rate would shoot up, and my neck would swell up as well, and it felt like my leg was even swelling, just the whole left side. I mean, just extremely aware of it. I would get very winded, and it was hard to breathe at times. So we got home, I got on the heating pad, and even laying flat, I noticed that my heart rate would shoot up. As a lot of endo girls out there can relate to, whenever you lay down, it sounds extremely crazy, but it feels as though your organs shift. I feel like it's resting on my lower back. Crazy, I know. So my husband and I discussed everything that was going on, and we decided it was time to get up in the morning and juice towards inflammation. Okay, let's fight inflammation this week. So that is what we did with this recipe for juicing and for the white bean soup. So I was excited to share this with you guys. That's all I have for you today on my Endo Kitchen here on the Endo channel. I really hope you enjoyed the juicing recipe and the white bean soup. Make sure to let me know if you guys try them and what you think. Go check out the description box. We'll have the full recipes for each. I hope you liked this video. If you did, help a girl out and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a bit with Britt. See you next time. Still to come here on the Endo channel, I'll be hitting the streets here in Austin, Texas to quiz the locals on their endometriosis knowledge.